I could be streaming. I don't know, y'all. Just your girl. She out here. And my videos got to be bringing something to the table. We got to be like enlightening people out here. We just ain't out here for, shits, kicks, and giggles. No. We out here to make the world a better place. And this video is a great example of that. How life be out here lifing uncontrollably, and we gotta take control, okay? But let's start it off, okay?
Okay, I like this unit. How much did you say rent was?
This unit is $5,000.
Choose to renew our lease in August. It's going to cost us $4,008 a month.
But I'm literally working just to pay rent for us to have a place to sleep.
I work more than full time. I work more than 50 hours every week, and I can't qualify for an apartment in most states in America today.
And she was taking me up to this room, and she was like, "Oh my God, you're going to love it. It's a 1-bedroom. It's $2,800, but it has a big balcony." Oh, it has a big balcony, bitch. Does it?
Yeah.
$1,800 for a studio apartment downtown, minus $200 parking, minus utilities. Like, what the fuck? How are you guys living? Please tell me.
Rent prices are out of control. Landlords are gouging tenants, and people are struggling to find affordable housing.
Yes.
Let's dive into the world of rental nightmares and see what people are saying about this housing crisis. And yeah, one more thing, subscribe, because my subscriber increasing rate is lower than inflation. So subscribe to beat the inflation.
Subscribe to his channel.
Let's start with something chill.
And this is the kitchen.
Okay, I like this unit. How much did you say rent was?
This unit is $5,000.
Oh no, I'm renting, not buying.
I know. $5,000 for rent, not including utilities.
Does it come with a family, or?
If money is an issue, I can refer you to someone else.
No, money's not an issue. You said it was 5,000?
Yes.
Yeah, that's not that.
He asked did it come with family because, he gonna need some extra people to help pay that rent. That's why he was like, do it come with a family? I would ask the same question.
That's, what's that, like 1,000, like 5 times or something?
That's how numbers work. So yes.
Yeah.
So the deposit will be $3,500, including first and last month's rent, plus the application fee, which brings you to about $17,000.
See, my real issue are these cabinets.
Yes.
Are these made of real wood?
No,
Not.
sir.
See, there's a problem. I'm allergic to fake wood. Can't even touch it.
I'm sorry to hear that. I can show you more expensive units if you...
I'm parched. Do you have something to drink?
Here you go.
Thank you. So, tell me more about the neighbors.
Your closest neighbor is a lawyer.
Very nice.
And what do you do for work, sir?
Oh, well, I've had some experience in the legal system myself.
Oh, like a judge.
Bring back $900 rent. I keep telling y'all we all need to go on a rent strike. Every state all together at the same time. That's the only way they'll stop increasing rent. And what safety nets do you have in place for all of the people who are suddenly going to be unhoused? This is by no means the first time I've seen something like this, but when we're talking about irresponsible organizing, this is what we're talking about. Telling people to put their housing at risk, knowing full well that many of them have nowhere else to go, and if they get evicted, that means they are on the street, to just stop paying rent and do a rent strike without doing any of the work to provide safety and safety nets and support for those people is incredibly irresponsible. There should
Ain't no structure there. I came up with the same idea. I thought it was a great idea. But first of all, not enough of you mofos gonna go along with it. It's you because you people are scared. Okay, you don't want to push back against the 1%, and that's why we will stay. And I'm with you. The 99%, even though I want to get out there and actually make a change and affect change, a lot of y'all don't. A lot of y'all don't want to make the system make sense. And this just is what it is. So, and it's going to be what it's going to be.
absolutely be rent caps. Rent should be lower. Rent is insane. The rental market needs more regulation. It's out of control. And yes, a rent strike can be a way to achieve that. But if you do not already have all of these safety nets put in place for the people who are going to be striking, it's going to fall apart incredibly quickly. And the most vulnerable people will be in even worse places than they were at the beginning. You need to have infrastructure in place for this to work.
So my lease ends in like 7 days, and I told this bitch I don't want to spend more than $2,200, and she was taking me up to this room, and she was like, oh my god, you're gonna love it, it's a 1-bedroom, it's $2,800, but it has a big balcony. Oh, it has a big balcony, bitch. Does it? You know what else is big? No? Okay, let me tell you what's not. The bank account. The budget. The credit score. The patience, bitch. Why don't you take the keys to Miss 2800, not including parking and utilities, and shove it up here?
So I got a letter from my apartment complex to Miss Rachel Peterson Connolly. I'm not gonna read the whole thing, but basically, if Ty and I choose to renew our lease in August, it's gonna cost us $4,008 a month. We live in a 2-bed, 2-bath in South Denver. Just so you don't think I'm making it up, we would be paying almost as much as my parents do for a 7-bedroom, 11-acre house. Colorado, y'all are on some crack cocaine.
I have been homeless for over 100 days.
Before he get into his story, Colorado is not the only state on crack cocaine. Did y'all hear her? She would be paying the exact same amount for what her parents pay for a house that sits on acres. And what kills me about this housing racket is that you got to make a certain amount to buy a house, but they expect you to pay out the pocket for rent like you paying a mortgage. Let's listen to my man now.
I live here in this Prius, which is a rental car, and I work more than full time. I work more than 50 hours every week, and I can't qualify for an apartment in most states in America today. And, you know, I put out a couple videos recently about this, and a lot of people watched them, and there was mixed reviews. And we're at a divide in this country right now where, you know, there seems to be this idea that if you want to be able to survive and work a job and be able to afford a home and a car and things like that, the essentials, somehow that is getting misconstrued for socialism. I've been called a socialist more times in the last few days than I care to count. And how is that socialism? Because when you think about it, right, just 15 years ago, 20 years ago, people could work one job, afford to buy a home, have a car, a newer car, a yearly vacation. You go back a little bit further, like 30 years ago.
Exactly. All that. Hello? Where you at? I think I gotta stop my stream.